Hey everyone, welcome back to Ore Sawmills Timber Tales. So we got something pretty nasty for you today here. So this is a basswood log. We cut this down in our own woods. We didn't get to it right away like we should have. So a lot of it's actually pretty weak wood, but we got a huge rot spot in this one. Looks like it goes in at least 5-6 feet for sure. There's quite a bit of rot in it. We're going to try to saw some of this jacket lumber off, see if it's any good. We'll probably get 3-4 boards off of it, and the rest is going to be junk, is my guess. But we're just going to see what we can actually get out of something that rotten. You can see the rot comes through right through this corner of the center. There's the center, there's the rot. That's where it comes through. On basswood, they typically rot from the inside out pretty quickly. It's a softer wood, but all the nice lumber is in the jacket lumber. So we're just going to see if we can get some 6-7 foot boards with cleared, no knots. But obviously this is already a low grade lumber because it's been sitting so long. I think we cut this down last winter, so we should have gotten to it 6 months ago. But we didn't, and now we're gonna have to deal with what we got left. This is what one of them looks like, cleaned up on the ends a little bit. Of the nicer ones that were cut more recent, they're a little more white, better quality lumber, but these ones here are gonna probably be lower grade. This one might be all right yet. The end looks pretty good, but this is what they're turning out to be. It's probably end up being just planed up lumber for someone that needs to use it for a cheap small project. So come with me and see what we can actually yield out of this big rotten log. It's about 20 inches in diameter, so come tag along, and we're going to saw it on the LT70 wide here. So here's the first cut on this basswood. So this board's pretty good on this side. We'll flip it over and check it out. So it's still a clear board. Some of the rot is starting to show up here with this crack. So we might be able to get one more board out of this side yet. And we can see it here on this section where this crack is going in. That's a good sign that the rot's coming up. So it's going to be up about here on this next board at least. But we got some thickness to work with here before that crack, so we might be able to get one more board off that side, and then we'll just try to get 1 or 2 boards off each side after that are at least 6 foot, and then we'll toss this thing away because it's just junk. But we're just trying to see what we can get out of it. We weren't expecting much, and since it came off our own place, we didn't spend any money on it, so we're just trying to salvage it. And would have been best if we salvaged it right away, but we have to do with what we can now because that's when we got to it. So So just like that, we're done with this log. I mean, there's nothing left to it. So here's the last side we cut. You can see the last cut I made. Then this dropped down and I said, well, that's enough. So this thing is rotten. I mean, there's pretty much nothing left for good lumber in it. I could maybe get a couple more boards off this side, but this side, I'll show you. If it flips over, it's still kind of heavy because it's wet. So this side has a giant crack down it, about 5 feet up of it. I don't know if you can see it. That right there is a big crack through it. So I would just get a couple 1x4s maybe off of the sides here, but that's a maybe. So as far as sawing goes, this thing's still 12 inches wide. It looks smaller than it actually is, but it's just powder on the inside now. We'll get a couple 4-foot boards if I wanted to, maybe 3-foot because it's pretty rotten. But we got 9 boards to send through the edges now. So we got this one here on top. We'll make a nice 1x8 with a little crack in it, but we could cut that down to a 1x6 and we'll have a nice, really nice board. And then there's 8 other ones that are gonna make some pretty good 1x, not great, but pretty good. So we got about probably 40, 44, 45 board feet out of that log. For something as rotten as that, you wouldn't expect that much. Probably could have got a little more if we would have sawed it sooner. But nonetheless, it's 45 more board feet that aren't going in the firewood pile. So hope you guys enjoyed that. That's how I deal with those big rotten logs, even smaller rotten logs. But that's probably the worst one I've ever sawn that's actually yielded pretty well. It's got to have a pretty big diameter. I'll show you one here in front of me. So this one here has a rotten center in it, but it has a lot of nice square where you could get 4 boards off this side, 4 off this side, 4 and 4, and it's cylindrical. That one had a huge taper to it, so that's about as good as you can do on that. This end here I don't think is terribly bad. Well, it's not as good, but it's still got a lot more material on the edge. So this one we should be able to get probably 10, 12 boards out of, because it's around that 24 inches in diameter. And then these other 2 are solid, but a little older. But once again, thank you for following along. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.